Okay, so here's a new tutorial on how to model like a FNAF head, maybe. So what I'm just gonna do is find a picture of like Freddy real quick. Freddy Fazbear. Then so just add in your reference image. It could be whatever character. This works with whatever you. So now add a cube. Oh yeah, add a cube. Go to modifiers, subdivision surface, and I like to turn it up by 1 to levels viewport 2. Apply that. Then go into edit mode, slice it in half, and like, drag click, right click and delete. Do that at the bottom right there. Delete faces. Then go to modifiers, go to mirror. I like to turn on cage. It's this little triangle right here. Then turn on clipping so it doesn't do that. Then I like to press S to scale and stuff, G to move it around, and I just like fit it around the general area where I want it. And then grab these like just like start kind of like adjusting it to fit your image or reference or whatever, whoever you're modeling. Then press E to extrude down. And I like to just press S and Z to like flatten it on the bottom. You don't gotta do that. Ooh, my music changed. Crap. No music. Okay, so press Control R and scroll up, and you get 2 loop cuts. I like to pull these out, the cheeks, and just adjust the bottom ones, kind of pull these up so it kind of like pinches right there. And for the eyes, add a loop cut down the middle of the face and pull it right there. Then select these. Make sure you don't select the back. Then inset with eye, delete that, and you could press hold Alt and click like in the middle of an edge right here, and you could select that. And I like to smooth it so it's just easier. Just adjust the vertices like that to fit around your character's eyes, and then you just like try to smooth out the area. So I pull these out, maybe these out too, maybe pull those in, maybe pull these in, like this part, pull that in, so it's like, you know what I'm saying. Then I do this to make the snout, so I pull this down, uh, just select this, pull it out, and then press Y, like press E and then Y. Then it looks kind of bad right there, so you gotta, oh wait, here, press Control 1 to subdivision fast, so now you can just see how it looks. You could press this to look at the X-ray. Just adjust it more, and then adjust the snout. So I pull this back, delete this bottom part of the snout, then just pull the vertices around. Never never pull out and leave your snout like box you look in. That's kind of really gonna make it look really bad. And you know what I'm saying. Then you gotta do this. Just adjust it a little bit. You don't have to stay perfect to the reference. So I'm just gonna pull that out, make him kind of angry. Pull this out, forehead. Pull this back so I can see. Then to make your cheeks look better, add a loop cut there, and you could like kind of pull that out. Um, then can add a modifier, solidify, pull that over subdivision, add a little bit. If the eyes are kind of looking weird, you could just adjust them as much as you want. I pull this out, kind of makes that part look better. Pull that part in. Just adjust it as much as you need. Oh, to make the snout crease, you just pull these middle two in. And if you did it right, you should have like these two. So you can like kind of pinch it if you want, if you need it. Then you can pull these out, makes it more round. That's Freddy Fazbear looking. And you can add a loop cut on the snout. Makes it more sharp right there. You could pull this up if you want. Then Freddy has like this kind of right here. So to do that, select this and I turn on proportional editing. You can press that, you can turn that on by pressing O too. So you can pull that up. I like to adjust the back too. Then you could just scroll to like how much you can change it. I just like put it on a low mode because I like doing tiny tweaks. And you could just go back to the front view and just adjust it as much as you need. So that's how you do like the top part, the head. Kind of, well, I don't know what I just did, but don't do that. My throat, chat. Okay, so it kind of looks like him, right? So I like to add just a material. Scroll all the way down, viewport display, and just like color pick a color, adjust it a little bit. Just because that's how I like looking at it. So now to do his bottom jaw, Freddy has like a weird looking jaw compared to the other ones. He has like kind of has like a looking jaw. So I might not do that, and I might just do normal jaw. So I like pressing Control 1, adding a subdivision modifier, and then just apply that. Then cut off the top, cut off the side, select them, mirror it, turn on clipping. Then I like to rotate it to be parallel to the head, kind of. Just pull this out, extrude, delete that top part, um, like that. Then you gotta adjust it to your model. So Freddy has like just a straightforward jaw, so I just pull that up, pull this up right here, do that. Add another subdivision surface modifier, and you could so click this first and then hold shift and then press this head. And now you can do Control L and then you could link the modifiers, copy modifiers, and then you can also do the materials. So just a tip. Then just adjust the jaw as much as you need. I like to add more thickness because Freddy has that kind of how to say it, thick jaw, kind of. Then you could do the same thing you did there. Add a loop cut, pull this in. You can hold Shift E, make it sharper. That's a sharpen crease thing. Just adjust it as much as you like. That's a weird jaw so far, so I might change the thickness. Yeah, that's just adjust it as much as you need. Don't be afraid to do that. Now, this isn't how Freddy's jaw like looks actually, but this is how I like to do, do jaws. Then maybe cut so you have more control over it. It has a really weird jaw. could just adjust it, you know? Yeah. And then here's another thing if you want to just do some more to it. I add another material and go to materials, and then you could just like offset, and you could do a secondary color on the inside. Ooh. And you could also do rim if you want him to have like gums, but I don't like how that looks right now. You could link the materials again, modifiers, but different side this time. And he'll have secondary material on the inside. So yeah. For the nose, I add a mesh cube, put it right where his nose is. Then I could just scale it on the x-axis, cut it in half, mirror it, turn on clipping, flatten it, just like where you think his nose would be. Then add a loop cut, put it over there, and that's kind of his nose, but it's more round, so I might have to keep adjusting it. Um, use proportional editing, maybe make his nose thicker, uh, like that. Okay, now I just add shiny material to it. It looks enough like Freddy, like it's like stylized at least. Yeah. For eyebrows, I just copy them. Like select these two, press Shift D, just adjust them. He has like some weird backwards eyebrows. I haven't really noticed that a lot. And I don't think his eyebrows are really gonna be super round, so I would maybe change the subdivision to a bevel. No, don't do that. Or maybe do and then subdivide it. I mean, just gotta mess around. Nah, I'm just gonna keep that and just do that. Then link the materials again. I'm gonna make him more orange. Yeah. For ears, add a cube. Um, add a loop cut. Just shape it to how his ear will look. Add a loop cut around there. Makes it better. Easier to work with, I feel like. And inset with eye and extrude in. Add a subdivision surface. And it'll kind of look weird, so you might want to add a loop cut or like select this loop, Alt S, scale that in, maybe add a loop cut there. And for some ears, yeah, that looks good. They look like this. So like Bonnie's ear looks like that, but I don't think Freddy's does. So I'm just gonna inset right there, make it flat. This isn't supposed to be 100% accurate, but it's good enough. Really. Then just adjust it as much as you want. It's up to you. A lot of it is. And he has also ear slits, so just inset after selecting those two, delete. Ooh, I don't know. Is his ears really on the side of his head like that? Never noticed. But that should be good enough, I guess. Maybe pull that down. And for the hat, you could do a cylinder, I guess. I like to turn it down because you don't really need a lot of vertices to still make it round. So add edge split. No. Yeah, you could. You could do edge split if you wanted. Set this, this. And what edge split does is makes it look smooth, but yet have a sharp like edge right there. So it'll look like that. But you could just do bevel. I don't know why it looks like that, but you could turn it up a little bit. Add some loop cuts. Yeah, I like how edge split looks, so I'm just gonna do that. And I think Freddy has a different snout color, so I'm just gonna add another material. I think it's, oh, that's super orange. I'm just gonna make it like that colored. And you could also link that material there and then do it for his inner ear. And you should name your materials too. So for one, for two, void, keeps everything nice and organized. So if you ever need to delete a material, go to Blender File, Materials, and you can just delete them forever. Same with images, so just a quick thing. Uh, for eyes, I just add a sphere. I might just turn it down too. I'm just trying to keep things optimized, so I just lower the poly count. So I added the eyes, then I mirrored them. Um, Tell me if you want like endo tutorial, maybe. And then for the eyelids, I like select. Oh crap! Okay, that works. So you wouldn't have to rotate it if you use 32 sphere, like a 32 vertice sphere. So just copy top half of your thing, press Alt S to like expand it, or you can just scale it up and then adjust it. Then I like to RZ90, so it's like this. Then you can just press P and do by selection, and now you can just rotate these. Then we have these. You could add a solidify. I think Scott did it with a bevel, maybe by 2. Yeah, you could change this to an endo texture, just a black texture, something. Teeth, it just super simple. Bevel, shade smooth, scale it down. Maybe make it thinner. Near them. Just put them in. I like to hide some of it so it's easier to place them down. Just put the teeth in. 5, 6. Almighty in control of everything. And then I like to just select these and just parent them to the jaw. So it just moves before you rig it. So yeah, that should just be it for the head tutorial. Actually, to finish off the eyes, you just select these, add two materials, assign this part, just press assign, and I like to just change the color in viewport, maybe make it super shiny, super cute. I just named the eye material iris, then the eye white, just eye. Then you could go to shading, and if you want an eye texture, um, just take your eye texture. I'm just gonna take one off Google real quick, super fast. Come on, press Shift A, image. Like just search it for image texture. You could just import an eye texture. Oh, so I put it on the wrong material. So you could just delete that after you copy it. Go to iris, do that. Then you have your eye thing selected. Go to iris. Then go to UV editing. Sorry. Then project from view. Um, then you can just scale that up. Fit it with your eye texture. Then you should have this. But one thing you don't want is like this. So you might have to just delete your eye, copy it again. So the sparkle is on the right side because you don't want your eyes to look mirrored. I just like to adjust the lighting in the viewport, maybe. Kind of reminds me of a Splinks model. But yeah, that should just be it.